Yeah, it's coming in.
Oh, good.
That's good.
I think Lenny was gonna try.
Yeah, he's been sick too.
What's that?
But I think Lenny's gonna try to zoom in.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I'm trying to turn that thing on. You guys have a good holiday?
Mm. You know, HBO Max.
Yes, Jared. What should we watch? Netflix?
Put them all there.
No. No, man. Don't do it. This one seems working.
There's Jana. Outside.
But it still wants to, yeah, press down on the round thing to get to no. Let's see. Is there a
Little round thing here,
round thing? No, the round thing above that in the middle. Press the bottom of it.
right here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Well, it's gone.
What screen's on?
So Janet, can you hear us?
Yes.
We can hear-
I can hear you.
Well, I guess that's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we see Janet. She looks like she's in a great place. Is that Berkeley? Janet?
Yeah, she's in.
Yeah. My backyard.
Bring off. her
You're
back
showing
door.
off, but yeah, it's all snow around here.
Although it's 4.
Admit. See the mid on the,
Why, somebody else?
Cindy's coming.
here, there's Lenny.
His vote? He's
Yeah,
gonna
vote.
vote?
Is that a live shot, Lenny? Is that, he's muted. So,
Somebody went by my house in a car this morning. On the ice.
On the ice?
Yeah, car.
Wow, I didn't think it was thick enough for that yet.
I don't think it is.
oh, we saw a nice shack out there on, Saturday.
Hello.
Hello, Lenny. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better.
It's a good strain this year.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. Oh, here we are. Here I am. Okay. Hello. Yeah.
Well, I think this is our, what we're gonna get.
This is it.
So I'm gonna call the meeting to order. Present is, myself, Pat Donahue, Chris, Tanya, Kimberly, Jana, and Lenny.
Good, good group.
Old business, consideration of December 9th, 2025 minutes. All did another nice job. Does anybody have any questions on that or?
No, we're close enough, you know, there's
Close
some
enough.
typos
Yeah.
and stuff, but, not a big deal.
Yeah, I thought it looked okay as well.
Okay,
So I moved to accept them as written.
Second?
I hear a second. All those in favor?
I.
Unanimous?
All right, we done?
Done.
Good.
Okay, discuss options for the next Lakes and Natural Resource City Committee Chair, or how,
I'm gonna say not it.
yes,
I would very much not wanna be it, and I hope that Kimberly will step up, but that's, I don't wanna say that out loud.
Yeah, I'm very much not looking forward to it either.
Yeah, I think that, Chris, I think that is a superb idea.
Yeah,
Or let me rephrase that, a superb suggestion.
I'm very much not looking forward to doing that job.
but would you do it if we forced you to,
No.
please? Oh, no. Well, man, I'm gonna hopefully be in Florida in a month, or so. So that doesn't work. I think I've attended, this meeting by Zoom and it's not good, for me, I don't think it's good.
It's hard by Zoom.
What's that?
It's hard by Zoom.
It is.
It is.
It is hard to do it and, plus I really appreciated and I should say, we should thank, Pat for his work, cause I think that, not only has he really contributed, but also for me, it's been good for him to run interference with the planning board and with the town and, you know, he knows the players, better than I do and, I feel I've been doing a lot with this whole project and I'd rather not, take on the chairmanship because I just don't think it works for me. So that's me.
Yeah, I personally just feel like I was in a leadership position in my professional career and I'm really happy to participate, but really don't want to take the
I don't
lead.
blame you, I know what it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So
So I have no rudder.
when one time when George Seal was head of the comprehensive plan committee. Every month, they had a different person do the chair work. So I just rotated around, so it wasn't, oh, I'm stuck with this one.
How did that work out?
Worked good,
Was there like enough consistency?
yeah. But we don't have to meet but 4 times a year, you know, so it's,
Right.
you know,
Well, we can all think about it.
I would just think about it.
We also could not meet when it's inconvenient,
Yeah,
you know? I'm sorry that I'm far away.
Don't be sorry. You could just
no,
live your
Actually,
life.
I'm not that sorry, but I am sorry for the group.
Well, that's where you are, what you're doing and for me, I'm not here hopefully for 4 or more months out of the year, so. That's just what I'm doing. I'd love to stay around, except I don't really like it here in the winter. Had a lot of time in the winter in Maine, so. Been there, done that, so, I'll be honest, I feel like. We got a lot of ideas to float around, but we don't have enough people that are. Are taking the reins and not, you know. Doing,
I don't think that's true. I think what's happened is that we've run into a wall with the planning board so many times that we're losing momentum. I don't think that we've lost our energy or our,
well, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
And it's taken the wind out of my sails, I'm just,
I mean, every time we go, then they say no, and then they bring up something else they want us to bring up. And they don't like that either. So I don't know.
At the same time, they did keep this notion of no mow going. I don't know if they did that intentionally or not, but it seems like it's back on the table.
I'm sorry,
So-
the notion of what?
The notion of a no mow buffer.
No mo, okay, yeah.
That was surprising to me.
What's our, we're supposed to go to the meeting this Thursday, correct?
We are,
And they're actually having an emergency meeting tomorrow to just deal with
Yeah, that subdivision.
one topic.
subdivision they have,
They've been working with this for a while. I think this is what's on the warrant for Belgrade.
yeah.
Basically, it's shoreland zone. And they're trying, the consideration is out there to take this property and take it from shoreland zoning to not shoreland zoning. That's my understanding. I might not be 100% right. So I think that's pretty controversial.
yeah, that's like going to commercial zone from residential,
Different criteria, certainly.
yeah.
So what are we meeting with them about this time? We're supposed to be at this meeting, correct?
I thought that it was the last one that we were supposed to be. I'm trying to pull it up right now so I can.
Yeah, I don't really, What do you think, Tanya?
I didn't know, well, I'll go Thursday, but I didn't know we had one Thursday and I don't know when it's about either.
Talk to.
And is this a planning board meeting we're talking about on a Thursday, like at 6 or something?
Yeah,
6 o'clock on Thursday, and we wanted to talk about, it was either phosphorus fertilizer.
Oh, right.
Or it was no mow.
I
And
think it
they
was
said we've got,
fertilizer.
they said that we've got stuff going on, and so they can't deal with it right away. And put us off until the last meeting of the month. Is that this meeting or is there a meeting after this?
pull that up, because they're the.
Hmm.
Are they the first and third or the second and fourth? Does anyone remember?
I think second and
I
fourth.
think it's second or fourth.
So that would be the third, the 8th, which was last week, and the 22nd, which is next week,
Oh, I might be on.
unless I have that wrong.
So they have,
I'm gonna just pull up their schedule on the Town of Belgrade website.
I have, no, and I don't think it's not this.
It's not this Thursday?
It's not this Thursday, it's the 22nd.
Okay.
So, that would be so they're doing it the second and fourth. I guess, because the 8th would have been the first, would have been the last meeting, and then the 22nd. So, okay, the 22nd, so we need to,
So we need to see what the agenda is.
Yeah,
so. So we got that meeting that we have asked to be on the agenda.
right.
I can reach out to Sarah, who's the chair of the planning board, to see if the agenda's been decided upon. Is that helpful?
That would be great. And the other thing, Kimberly, if you're doing that, the other thing that we have pending is, they approved changing the ordinance to require notifying the abutting landowners. Remember, and we did that, and then they said, we're not gonna put it in this ballot.
Right.
That's still, in my mind, that vote is still
Needs to
valid.
happen.
Yeah,
And it needs to be on the next ballot, whenever that is. I don't know when the next ballot would be for something like a shoreline zoning ordinance change.
I can reach out to Sarah about both of those things and see what I hear back.
That'd be fantastic.
Yep.
That would be great.
So we're waiting for information to determine whether we go to the next meeting, which is not next week, but the week after on a Thursday night.
Correct. At 6 o'clock is when the meeting starts.
we had quite a few questions, I recall. About, how they wanted to proceed with that new ordinance and what we did,
Yeah, I mean, we showed up, we talked, and George was saying, well, wait a minute, I just sort of,
Yeah.
off the cuff wrote that,
wrote it out.
and that's not necessarily, but they wouldn't, I'm trying to remember. We attended the meeting, but they didn't want to spend any time on it.
So we had I think you put together a great list of
Questions, yeah.
questions that,
So, okay, let's notify the budding. And then. Owners. Yeah, because, you know, if we go back to them and say, let's revisit the, notifying the abutting landowners about, permits in the shoreline zone, then that opens us up to them saying, wait a minute, let's bring this up and let's vote on it again, which we don't want that to happen.
Right.
They already approved it.
They did, and it was a split decision.
Yeah,
But I think we need to say, wait a minute, guys, you can't. You can't on your own table that, not put it on the ballot, which they did.
Yeah.
And we never agreed to that, they just did it. And then you can't say, well, wait a minute, that vote doesn't count. We're gonna vote again on
Yeah.
that. So that, I mean, I don't, I'm sure that two of the members would wanna do that, but we don't want.
we don't
We don't want to go into.
agree with it.
So I have here, when will the notification of abutters be on the ballot? This was approved by the planning board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's it, just sort of assume that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on the, and she said, if she starts a hem and haw about.
Yeah.
It even ever getting on the ballot, then we'll say, wait a minute, that's not the deal.
Yeah,
You tabled it.
Yeah.
We acquiesced to that, it wasn't our idea, it was your idea,
Right.
and,
Yeah.
you need to live up to your end of it, cause,
Yeah.
I just shoot those two questions over to Sarah.
yeah, that would be fantastic.
Kind of game plan.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely not going to be on the ballot at the meeting that's coming up, but because that's
Of course.
strictly the budget. But it should be on the ballot, it should be on the ballot the meeting after that in July.
So that would be July.
Yeah.
Okay, so we pretty much know what we're doing about that. I talked to Daniel Wayne, about, what she thought about about a, shoreline zoning tax program, and, she talked to Jen Jefferson about it. And, they were thinking that, there's such a thing as a certified lake manager, I think it is. You can get certified to be a lake manager, and that might be appropriate, but she said there isn't much, there aren't many in the state of Maine. So that, you know, it's unlike when I get my tax, tree growth tax, program, I've gotta use a registered forester, write a plan every 10 years. And that's, you know, there's many certified
yeah,
foresters in the state of Maine, there's,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
200 of them, right, or 1,000 or something like that. So, what Daniel said that if we're gonna do this, we need to, she thought that and Jen Jefferson said that we need to talk to the Lake Protection Coalition. So it's an organization, Seven Lakes Alliance is part of it, but also, Maine Lakes and, Lake Stewards of Maine, and then there's two other watershed, organizations that are members of it. And, she thinks that if we could get them behind it, it might have a chance, maybe. And right now, they're lobbying heavily about a bill to take, every year when you buy something, when you buy a soda or a, 6-pack of beer, you pay 30 cents, per 6-pack for the deposit.
Right.
But there's $17 million a year that never gets redeemed. And, there's a bill to take $2 million of that and use it for water quality. Yeah, so this, Lake Protection Coalition, is heavily lobbying on that, so they're very busy on that front. And once
Why
that's,
are they only going for 2 million?
because it's a
They should go for
bottle,
all of
it's
it.
a bottle deposit, and I'm sure everybody wants a piece of it.
Yeah,
And it's been going to the beverage distributors have been keeping it.
Actually,
So-
I'm part of there's a uh, today and on Thursday, there are sessions being run. Forget who's doing it exactly, but about how to lobby for that. And I've signed up for the Thursday session.
Right, yeah, I saw that. I think that's the Lake Protection Coalition that's behind that.
Yes, right. Yeah, it involves It involves Maine Lakes. I know.
Yeah, Maine Lakes is the funding behind the Lake Protection Coalition. So
Okay, fair enough.
don't
Yep.
have much funding, but I think it pretty much for the organization, something's coming from Maine Lakes. That's
It's a good idea.
I mean, but yeah, you sort of look into that and I'm not sure, is that really gonna move the needle on water quality? I don't know. I don't know.
Not a huge amount, but it's certainly a couple $1 million a year would certainly help.
It does. Lenny, do you know off the top of your head what that $2 million is going to fund? Do you know?
No, not off the top of my head. Not specifically.
Every year they're gonna get that amount?
Yeah,
It would.
that's what
Yeah,
they're
right.
looking at.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now it's running 17 million and they're gonna try to get $2 million for water quality, but I'm sure that there's people that want to get $2 million for lots of other things too, so if they can get that done, then that would be great, but they're running into a lot of lobbying against them from the beverage people. So that would be,
The people who are currently keeping the money,
they're the ones that are currently keeping it, so.
right, of course they're gonna be upset.
All of a
Can't
sudden-
imagine why. Yeah.
Yeah, take it as.
Yeah, if we were gonna get rid of $17 million, that would be quite a chunk of change for, I mean, spread over a lot of companies, I'm sure, but still,
They all have a piece.
that's real money. So, yeah, but I read about what that's doing to, I don't know if I have it in this email from Danielle, but, I'm not sure, yeah, it would, okay, well, I mean, it does have some things, so. This new bill would allocate $2 million each year to the Lake Water Quality Protection and Restoration Fund housed with Maine DEP. Fund is set up to support water quality, including watershed surveys, erosion mitigation, alum treatments, research, lake education, and more. Okay, so I mean, yeah, it's not bad stuff, but.
It's everything that we do and pay for and or do it ourselves for free. I think it wouldn't be bad to learn how to help them and advocate with them, because not only would it be great to get the money, but it would better connect us with them, you know?
When is this going to the legislature?
Well, Lenny's gonna be trained to.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be at that session on Thursday. I can let you afterwards. I can let you know the session's at I think 5:30 to 6:30 in the evening on Thursday.
If you go to Maine Lakes, is there information about it that we could all?
I honestly don't know. I can take a look and see. I just I got an email inviting me to take part. So
Right, I
see what we
can,
find here.
I can forward this, yeah, there's 2 meetings. One is tomorrow, from noon to 1, and then
Oh.
Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30. Let me forward this email.
Online?
What's that?
Is it online, these meetings?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, they are Zoom meetings. That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. It's on the main page of Maine Lakes. Also, you can click on. There's a link on there to click for either one of the 2 sessions, and you can and the signing up was just as simple. It's basically giving your name and email address, and then they send you a link. So you just go to lakes.me. That's on the left
Yeah,
side.
I just sent everybody an email that has links to that, so.
Thank you.
Great. Yeah. So I can't tell you what's in the session. I haven't taken it yet, but we'll see. Advocacy trainings.
Yeah.
Usually I think I took it once. You learn how to use the website, how to send in an advocacy speech or how to appear for one. There are several ways to be an advocate.
Sure.
I'm sure it's trying to get you conversant on the issue so you can
Yeah.
testify or send in stuff. So that sounds interesting. Okay, so that's what my homework was. So we're gonna see about the planning board meeting and I guess we're just gonna deal with that. So what are the requirements for the composition of this committee? Do you remember? There's a certain number of people from certain lakes, is that?
we have one from each of the lakes.
But we don't.
Then we have a member, which was Paul.
That's a non-resident, right?
But we don't have Long Pond.
No, it's not the lake.
No, it's one from each of the lake associations.
It's by association.
Oh, the associations.
Yes.
Oh,
So I was Belgrade Lakes
it would be
Association.
GLA. So, and there's a finite number of members of this committee, so we need to replace you with somebody who's a member, an active member, and maybe a board member of the BLA, but also is a go-getter that loves to pick up the phone and cold call people and
You gotta be a resident.
and has to be a resident. Who would that be?
Well, that's for actually that's kind of for BLA to nominate someone for the committee.
Oh,
Is that how it works, do you think, Lenny?
Yeah. That's the way we did it in the past. Is that
Oh, okay.
that the three members of the committee who are from the lake associations, those basically the lake associations choose those people, and of course they have to be approved. But yeah,
Well, that sounds like we might find somebody. If we can get a couple, I don't know what our mandate is, but if we could get one or two more people in addition, that I think we need more people involved. Not
Well,
just obviously people who care and want to do something.
I
So
think there's a finite number of people that can be on this committee, so we can't just add, 3 or 4 more people. I don't think. I'm just remembering the bylaws from the beginning.
yeah, I'm just trying to pull it up right here.
7.
the
think we're
committee
like
is a specific size.
I don't have that stuff.
So it says here, 1 member from the BLA, 1 member from McGrath Pond / Salmon Lake Association, 1 member from Friends of Messalonsky, 1 member who is a seasonal resident, and 3 at-large members.
Okay.
So that's 7.
ooh, so we can get some more.
Say it again?
We can get a couple more. We're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once Pat leaves, so we can get 2 more.
I think we're gonna be 6 once Pat leaves.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got,
Now.
we have, either.
Oh,
either-
Paul, I forgot Paul. Sorry.
No, but
Paul's the seasonal.
Paul's a seasonal member. We have you and Tanya that are both from Friends of Messalonsky.
Yeah, but I
So
think I must be the resident and,
you must be an at-large.
no, I'm the resident of, you're resident, and I think Janice, the Friends of Messalonsky, isn't that how it was?
Jane, are you a Belgrade resident?
I am.
So that's all she.
So we all have to be residents except for Paul.
Okay,
And you're an at-large with Kimberly and me. The 3 of us are at-large.
okay.
So I can talk to, who's the head of the BLA right now?
Richard,
Richard LaBelle.
Richard
LaBelle.
LaBelle,
Junior.
right.
Maybe Richard LaBelle would like to do it.
but he's Roman,
He's Roman.
isn't he?
He's wrong.
Oh, right.
But Bert was the president before this year or
Yeah.
sometime
Yeah,
recently,
he
so
was-
he might also have some ideas if Richard doesn't.
Yeah.
Or it's still on the board. feeling. So
I could, yeah, I could.
You might-
Know first better, and he might be,
he might be a good guy to come in, he's so very,
yeah.
he was very responsive to come in at all our meetings and.
He always, though, didn't he have to leave early to go to the BLA
Yeah.
meeting?
Yeah, he probably would be good.
I think he'd be great.
He's all educated.
Yeah,
No, I think he'd be great.
Well, he went to Colby College. Can't be too bad.
Also,
Always
I-
was there's
Bert went to Colby?
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought he went to Thomas.
no, he's definitely a Colby guy.
Is he a main,
Yeah.
born
Yeah.
guy?
oh, he there, long history here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about your generations.
Oh, yeah,
What year was he at Colby? I've never thought.
probably the same as you.
I don't know, I think he's a lot younger than I am.
You see?
Okay. So I will reach out to Bert and or Richard Lavelle. Okay, well, that makes more sense, since we've got the Lake Association involved, that's good.
The other thing we could do is that if there was if there was an issue with the timing, we could, as a committee, I believe, vote to change the time of the meeting. Is that something
Sure
we
can.
can do?
So that he can be accommodated. He wants
oh,
to
sure.
join.
Oh yeah, we can change the time of the meeting, no problem. That's
I would think so,
entirely
yeah.
up to us. Or mostly up to us. And we can-
Change the day.
Right, because we just
Oh,
did that.
sure. Yeah.
Yes, so that's all flexible.
We have to
Yeah.
we have to coordinate that with the town office, but otherwise it's not a problem.
Yep.
Good. Well, what else? What else do we need?
what
to
about
talk?
the notion of going back to the select committee?
Well, I think after the January 24th meeting, we want to do that.
Okay,
They're completely focused on that right now.
Yeah, I think we should definitely wait till after the town meeting.
Yeah,
So who wants to be in charge of going back to the select board about getting together with us? Who wants to lead that?
Lenny,
Oh.
can I nominate you because you have
Well,
such good
I'd be
communication?
happy to make sure that it happens, but in terms of the content of the meeting, I'm probably not the right person. I can, if you know what I mean, I can sort of brief them a little bit about what our issue is, but in terms of the details of our interactions with the planning board, I'm probably not the best person to lead that discussion. So
Well, I'd be happy to do it with you if it's possible, long distance.
well,
Yeah, I am not real enthusiastic about going to the select board. I kind of feel like that's going to daddy because mommy gave you the wrong answer, or going over the head of your supervisor or whatever. So that's just me. That's my feelings.
well, it's not so much going over the head. It's basically saying, look, you gave us this charge of things to do, and we're just stymied here. We're spinning our wheels because part of what we're supposed to do is work in conjunction with the planning board, but the planning board doesn't want to work in conjunction with us. They basically want to, their perspective is that they are the big bad planning board in charge of everything. And, we're supposed to, submit ideas to them, and they're going to decide whether or not they're any good. And more often than not, they don't meet planning board muster. And so we just get, sort of sent back to try again. And it just doesn't really work very well. They're very condescending and just very difficult to deal with, and we just can't really get anywhere. So we're wasting a lot of our time and not accomplishing anything, and we could be off doing other things entirely.
I think they
So-
just don't realize that they're supposed to be working with us. Nobody's told them.
So, either, it doesn't make sense for us, quite frankly, it does not make sense for us to continue on this path. We're wasting a huge amount of time, accomplishing little or nothing. And either, we change the way we do it, and I don't know how that would be. Perhaps other people have better insight into that, because by the nature of the process, the planning board has to approve everything. Or we just move on to, we just sort of declare, declare defeat, or declare, just end of the game and move on to other things. There's a whole world of issues out there besides the ones that we've been looking at.
Right.
Lenny, that is so accurate. I think that it's perfect what you've said. The details that I would provide would be an example of how that happened.
Okay,
So,
well, you can, yeah, sure. All right, fine. I mean, I can do that if that's what you want. But you have to, the planning board, the select board is going to, be coming at this without much background. I think, we need to write up something for them that is very short and, very clear, very direct, in just, that someone can read in 30 seconds and have enough background. Because if it's longer than that, they're not going to read it. And we have to be very careful about what we say, because planning board members may very well see it. So.
No emails like I sent.
Janet, do you think you can take point on that?
Well, Lenny, why don't you and I work on that together? So
okay. Yeah,
you
all
come
right.
up with what you said in select language, and I would put details, examples below that. But in the meeting is when we would talk about what those details are. So for example, we've talked about several things with them, certainly the no mow situation, let alone the fact that we brought up 13 items, which they asked us to reduce to 2, and we've addressed the 2, and 1 has been passed, but the other we've been working on for almost 2 years and has gone nowhere. And it is, we believe, the most essential thing that will protect the lake. So that's a lot to say. I wouldn't say that in a letter. I would just give the example of the no mow and the proposal of 11 suggestions that were immediately not addressed.
Right, and I think you can point out that this could be a structural problem where the planning board is very busy. I mean, you look at their agenda and they are working, they're working a lot. There are two regular meetings, long meetings with presentations that all comes to them, and then they have to be the judges of what the ordinances say pertaining to the presentations, and they have site visits, and now they get an emergency meeting tomorrow. So, they're very busy, and they also, the composition of that of the planning board is not necessarily the environmentalists of Belgrade, so for them, it's not as high a priority to do what we've been charged with. So we were charged, and I have read it to them in person. I've written to them, giving them the charge, the quotation of what we were charged with from the select board. And so they should know that they're supposed to work in partnership with us, but that's not something they do. They don't do that. So maybe it's a structural, maybe you could mention in your draft that this is a structure. Do we have any other options? What does the select board want us to do, since we're not producing the results that we had hoped to do, and what really the select board charged us with?
Actually, you said 2 very concrete things. One was that they have a very busy schedule and can't manage to find time to deal with us. And the other thing that you said, which I think is really essential, is the people on the planning board, many of the people on the planning board don't feel that it is important to protect the lake over the protection of people's land that they own.
Personal property.
They're
right?
pro-development.
Thank
They're
you.
pro-development, and we're focused on water quality.
Maybe
So-
there's another way, maybe we could get the select board to approve what our changes in the,
Well, we
And
would
then
have to talk.
imposing them on the
ask them-
planning board.
We'd have to ask them if it's possible to change the rules on getting a shoreline zoning ordinance change through them and the voters, you know, can we do it a different way other than it goes to the planning board and they say yes or no? And
Right, because there's always, we come, put all the work in, do a presentation, and then it gets.
Yeah.
I
It's
think,
law.
they have
Yep.
no incentive, they have no incentive to.
Well, the
I
other
mean-
thing is, does the planning board's perspective match the select board's perspective? Is there an interest in balancing the needs of the lake with property ownership? If there is, you know, if I were a select person on that board, I would want to have a conversation with the planning board to find out what their beliefs are, what their vision is, what their mission is, to make sure that it matched with the mission beliefs of the select board. Because if the select board believes that we should be writing this new ordinance or putting in important omissions in the ordinance to protect the lake, that might conflict with what the planning board's is, and that needs to be resolved by the select committee.
Or they might also be on the pro-development side of things, and they might also say, well, you know, we like what the planning board is doing, and so we've got to work within that framework. And I mean, they might say that, I don't know.
If they say that, we're done. But I'm going with the idea that they asked us to do this for a reason, or were they just wanting people to work hard to no avail, you know?
No, they did it because a whole bunch of people in my neighborhood were up in arms over a what they perceived as being an abusive situation, and a situation that was going to potentially hurt the lakes, and they were upset that it wasn't being stopped, and so that's where we got our petition and got the attention of the select board, and then they said, well, let's figure out what we can do, what should be done to protect the water quality, and that's what we've been doing
that was our charge.
for 2 years. And
Did anything change in the neighborhood?
well, we got a lawsuit.
Yeah, now we're all getting sued.
They're suing you?
Is it still working its way through the court system?
Yeah. We had a fun time in the court.
Yeah, we had a 2-day hearing. That was joyous.
Like a class action suit against the whole
No,
neighborhood?
it's no, we're trying to enforce our rights to right of way and to a right of way that has been blocked. So that's it. So you can't,
It's
the
baby
town,
steps.
the town doesn't have the jurisdiction to enforce a right of way across somebody's land. So we have to take.
So they blocked your right away?
We have to do it.
The right of way has been closed
Yeah. With rocks or something?
with a big ass fence.
We haven't heard the outcome yet, have we?
No.
No, it's overdue. Judge is supposed to rule
Interesting.
Anyway.
It's a deeded right of way, is that correct? I mean, it's in a deed?
on. Well,
Some
Depends
people
on-
have deeds to it and some people, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
yeah,
Yes.
it depends on which side you're on.
Deed you're looking at?
They will say, no, you don't have deeded right away. We are pretty clear that that one of several of our neighbors have deeded right of ways to this, but then there's, it's all going back 150 years.
Chester Twing.
What was the road? Yeah, Chester Twing, and what was the road and
Where
what,
was it?
yeah, where was it and also, it's,
Where did they
I
put
see.
that
Okay, yeah.
to your place?
There's two roads into the point.
Yeah,
They have closed
one.
they have partially
part
closed
of
one.
one and said you can go over here,
Do this little
which we
zigzag.
think is too tight for emergency vehicles to make.
And it
we
also
look-
changes the timeline too, once you change the road, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean by timeline?
Well, if they had a right of way and then all of a sudden that road is not there anymore and is a different right of way, then they can't say they've had the right of way for 40 years or 100 years, because now it's going a different way.
Yes. There's a
Yeah,
lot of.
yeah, we get photos and, yeah, it's a recent action, so anyway. Anyway, so,
I know about those.
lots of fun. We're hoping to,
I
we're
moved-
hoping to
I
win.
moved the right of way. But, yeah,
Spending a lot of money, hoping to
Yes.
win.
outside my house.
More entertainment value, I think.
Yeah, you're
Just like,
it's so good.
you're doing the right thing, we're doing the right thing.
You get under the skin, nothing.
Yeah, well, that's
It was in
causing them to spend.
Save money.
We're splitting ours at least,
They're just
3 or 4 ways.
miserable if you haven't been fighting.
Well, we hope that we win.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Drive my truck across their front yard.
Through the fence,
Well, supposed to
Get a
take
nice-
fence stands, but
brush guard.
we'll see. Yeah, I'll bring over my tractor and get my tractor, so. So anyway, anything else we wanna do?
I don't think we want to do. Go ahead, Lenny.
I was gonna say, are we on the agenda for the select board? I know we talked about that last meeting.
That's in question, so I have sent Sarah Langet, the chair. I've sent her that question. I've sent her 2 questions, and once I hear back, I will let you all know.
Oh, for the select board, not the planning board.
This is we're wondering if we're on the agenda for the planning board for Thursday, the 22nd.
That was not my question.
Okay,
For the select board. Are we on the agenda for the select board? As it's for some time after the town meeting.
I have no idea.
Thought we talked about that and getting in touch with Lorna. Pat, weren't you? Am I not correct that you were going to check with Lorna about that, or do I not? Maybe
Not
just,
that.
am I making that up?
Well, let's look at the minutes, I think it says that. Let's throw Pat under the bus and his way out the door.
Last day
You're
here.
kicking the ass. They don't-
Donahue will speak with the town manager to secure a date. That sounds pretty definitive, Donahue.
Does it really say that?
It does. Next week, dealt with the proposal going before the select board to report on the difficulties in completing.
It's gonna take
petitions.
us longer.
Agreed to wait until February after the
Department.
town meeting in late January. Donahue will speak with the town manager to
So
secure.
it's after February.
Until February after the town meeting in late January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how'd that go?
Well, it's not February yet.
No, he's supposed to
Oh,
secure a date.
all right. Well, who
Like,
wants to secure the date? now?
Clearly, he's moved on from this committee.
Well, what if we write a letter and we ask for a date in the letter to discuss this? Lenny,
Yep. That works for me.
We send it to the select board,
yeah,
the town manager.
Well, you said
No.
you sent it to the town. No, you said you do send it to the town manager, and the town manager will distribute it to the select board.
oh, okay, but it is addressed to the select board.
Yeah, well,
Well, anyway, what do you think of that idea? Is it a good idea or is it too formal and we want to also?
well, the answer is it doesn't really matter. You can just ask to get on the agenda, and then you can send them the letter. I think that I think the better thing to do is just ask to get on the agenda, say that our committee would like to speak with them, and just get a place on the agenda, and then we can send them the letter in advance.
Won't bother them in 2 years.
Okay, so this is December. Lenny, let's do it in January. Let's do the whole thing in January.
No, this
No,
is
it's January. Oh my God.
You're right. It's today
is
is January 13th. So,
So let's do it.
The meeting, yeah, well, the meeting is the 24th. And I think that's the last, and then probably the next select board meeting after that is going to be the first Tuesday in February. So I think we just try to get on the agenda for the first available select board meeting, which may be that meeting or the meeting afterwards.
That sounds good. Would you just make that call? And
Yeah,
then,
I'll check about it.
okay, and then just start the letter or call me if you want.
Yeah, right. I'll do that. Very good.
Okay.
Great. I think that's great. Yeah, I think, absolutely, getting them something in front of them that they can understand what we want to talk about and then requesting a meeting, that would be good.
Oh, where can I find? I don't have it in my files. Handily the initial letter that is kind of the charge for us as to what we're supposed to do.
Ooh, that would be good.
It's in the,
Is it in the bylaws now?
it's in the initial report that we gave the planning
Oh.
board.
Okay,
Oh, right.
okay.
So it's, yeah, it's in the front of that, I think. Just to say where we're coming from on this whole thing, and.
Okay, very good. I'll look for that. Thank you.
Yeah,
What's the date? What was the date of that report?
well, there's,
It's been updated numerous times.
there's one in, November is the last one I have, November, 2024, excuse me.
That's what I have
And
too.
it just, the introduction is on March 4th, 2024, the Belgrade Select Board charge the
Okay.
Lakes Natural Resources Committee with the following, and then it outlines
Okay.
that. I think that's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's probably all I need. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be in an email. Now, Janet doesn't save her emails, so it's up to you, Lenny.
Got it. Okay.
I saved the documents, but not the email.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think I feel we're in pretty good shape.
Feel so, we are as well. The no-mo. We're doing anything that George had asked the municipal attorney about that. And came back with saying basically we could, or the planning board could. Require. A buffer across the entire property, right? I believe so. I think that was
Right,
it.
with walkways to the waterfront.
So, yeah, so,
That's why it's open again. He did that. I thought it was a done deal until he did that. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still open, which is why and we could just bring that too when we meet with the select board to say it's still an open consideration. But there's a roadblock. And I think it's a mental block. I won't say things though.
so. Is that something Kimberly you want to talk to Sarah about as well, both the no-mo and the fertilizer, or should we just stick with the fertilizer for now and then come back to the no-mo?
No, we should stick with it because there it is. Boom. And he
Yeah,
got,
it suck up a lot of time though.
I think maybe one issue at a time in the hopes of getting
all right.
Get
baby
the
steps.
phosphorus fertilizer,
Get that, quick to bed.
and then maybe they get used to actually doing something.
Yeah,
An icebreaker. Is Paul gonna take the minutes of this based on the recording? He should be able to,
Yeah.
right?
So he does.
I think that's what he's done in the past.
Okay, so we're gonna wait on the. No.
How about the septic septic issues identified.
Oh, let's not lose sight of them, but I don't think we could, I think we have, yeah, I feel like it's exhausting to do what we're doing, although we need to be updated with what information that septic committee on Great Pond or BLA has done. Like, could we just get an update on that? And
Well, Michelle was here at our last meeting and
Yeah.
provided us a lot of information with that.
Right, she did.
So I think we should review the notes from the last meeting. That is probably the best thing we have for being an update.
that's
Maybe.
good. Mm-hmm.
So the date of the minutes, Paul sent them to us on January 6th of this year. And I think in there's notes about what Michelle had shared with us about septic.
They wanted to, I know Michelle would like to have a little close relationship with this committee, with the Rome committee.
Yeah, it doesn't really, the notes really don't tell exactly what she said about septic.
Yeah, I'm looking, I agree. I don't see it there either.
I think she was, I do remember her saying that she was running into a problem with the planning board in Rome. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
They weren't allowing them to get away with anything. Or
yes.
Get anything done.
So at least we know that the BLA is working on something. What if we got an update on them, just generally about, like, have they gotten information? How much information have they gotten? The idea also, all of the towns that live along the other lakes are not being included in this. I know FOM won't be able to handle this next year or the year after because we're doing the Belgrade Stream, which is going to be millions of dollars. Or I'd say we should approach them. But let's just get an update and find out whoever's doing something, what have they done?
I can ask for an update from Stuart, whose name escapes me right now.
Stuart Cole?
Stuart Cole.
Oh, Stuart has that information. Great. Yes.
Yep, I'll make a note and I'll handle that and keep you guys posted.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to all be done by either the end of December or end of January. And then there was gonna be a public or shared document, but I'll find out the status of that.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of the septic may be something we do outside of the ordinance. If you can identify the properties that are most likely to be a problem and address those, outside the ordinance, actually go to those places, write those owners and try to figure out what they need to improve the situation. If you could do that, that's all we need. And they may say, well, I don't have any money. Well, what about matching funds? I don't know. And then if you run into people who are stonewalling you, then you have to think about what we can do from an ordinance standpoint. Great.
So when you hear about the next planning board meeting, would you shoot an email around that says,
Yes,
thank you?
yep, I'll share what I hear back from Sarah in regards to 2 issues, and then also what I hear back from Stuart in regard to the BLA septic update.
Good,
Great.
thank you.
Anything else?
No?
This is where we present Pat with
A watch or something?
a watch, a plaque, one of those
I don't think he wants a one.
posters that say.
I still have my
Fortitude.
nice fiber.
Did you?
See your grandfather's watching, pass by them?
Yeah, he was 50 years there.
Wow, is it a wristwatch or a pocket watch?
Mega watch.
Oh, wow, cool. That's good.
Sign back, engraved on the back.
So Pat, are you going to keep your property up here and come up in the summertime, or what's your plan?
No,
No,
selling the camping
everything.
house.
no,
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a,
leave us in the dust?
No swimming for you.
Wow. Wow.
Gee.
Big thing.
it is a big thing. It's,
That's a,
once you kind of decide, then it's like, it's a,
yeah.
it's a tough one, so.
Why not,
It's 38 years.
why not keep the camp? Economically, you wanna,
Just kind of,
Are you going to work? Are you going to work out of the office in Portland, or just are you retiring?
I retired as of yesterday.
Ah, okay.
Hey, congratulations. I think it all sounds exciting. And I'm sure you have really good friends. I'm like a new acquaintance, but if you want to go swimming, come dive into Messalonsky.
I know my brother's on Crystal Pigs, so
oh,
so he's like over there in the other one.
stop by our camp any day.
Yes.
No, that's great. Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Big change,
Big
that's
change.
exciting.
big change.
And then you'll go from the lake to the ocean.
That's looking at it.
Yeah.
So where are you living in the Portland area?
We're looking at a couple of places, you know, stuff in like around Back Cove in the Portland area. And some in Falmouth.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
2 days ago, so it's
Oh.
not much of, so it's a.
Be careful, do your due diligence. I bought a house in the middle of winter and it was not a good,
Not a good.
not a good decision. It was a wet lot.
I think we're gonna rent for the first year.
That's a
That's
good.
what we're gonna is get a
Yeah,
rental.
that's a good idea. Then you really get to know the area.
You must have some realtor friends in that area that could hook you up a little bit. Before
Yeah,
things go on the market.
Well, they're all my age, so they're.
They're all retired too.
It's kind of we've kind of grown out of the
Yeah,
Yeah,
business, together,
yeah.
so it's. Yeah, we'll rent. Back to we're looking at rentals just in Portland. Wow, the next day, it's so great. Get a foothold and then figure it out.
Yeah.
yeah, my nephew just bought a house on that estuary, not Back Cove, but the estuary that is it the Presumpscot that comes down in there, yeah, that estuary between Route 1 and 295,
Yeah.
that in there, and it's in Falmouth, and it backs up to that, kind of where, where Audubon is,
Yeah.
along there, it's probably toward Portland a little bit, but back in
It's
there,
nice, it's a nice, goes right out.
it's a cool neighborhood, they've got two little kids, so really good.
Yeah, it's kind of an old family neighborhood.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well,
So they seem to be real happy with it so far.
Hmm.
Good.
Well, I wish you luck. I have to go pick up a child, so I have to say
Okay.
goodbye.
okay, bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you all, I've enjoyed this tremendously, the different committees I've been on and stuff.
Yeah, you were good at it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really appreciate all the work.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's time to,
Next
Gonna
chat.
miss you.
next chapter.
We are. You're really
You guys-
moving on. No more Belgrade
Not
for a
sure.
year.
Yeah, that was they came in today, you can. Conceptualize what's going to happen when you kind of look into it, so.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's also been just a pleasure working with you and getting to know you.
Great
Yeah.
group of
Same
friends.
here.
Bye.
Bye, Jana.
Okay, we'll see
Bye,
you.
Jana.
Still think you should keep your camp
Yeah, me too.
for another, at least for transition period.
Yeah, the house is going down.
Where's your house?
It's on Foster Lane, it's right off, you go by Sunset Grill and Foster Lane runs parallel to,
Yeah.
so it's picking that up a bit. The camp will be the last.
Which do you think will sell first?
Don't know. Hard to tell, the market's a little changed, still,
Yeah. Mark them up, make sure you
Still
get
good.
money.
Yeah, I just wanna. We're not like in a rush to hey, get.
Nah, don't be in a rush.
Yeah.
I've been, my habit is to buy the third place I look at. It's like not a good idea.
So
Made a
we're
lot
kind
of
of just,
mistakes that way.
we'll just stick it out, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe the camp won't sell as fast as the house.
Yeah, on Points Island, it's a. Great spot, but not everybody wants to be in
Not
an island.
everybody wants to do it,
Right,
you know.
and it's seasonal.
Have the right people for it.
It's
You gotta get
definitely,
the right.
definitely
person.
seasonal.
It's very seasonal, and
Yeah.
then the boats and.
Right.
Yeah,
I like, the people love it, love it,
yeah,
That's what they
Yeah.
like it. Just got a sense of camaraderie too. It took,
and the pricing was, when at the beginning was,
it's good,
great compared to just a place that wasn't an island.
yeah, it was,
That's why
Yeah,
it
we
developed
bought
so
that.
quickly.
we bought that, me and Steve and Bill Dubois.
You were involved with Stevie and Billy,
1988 for 300,000,
the whole island.
the whole section, huh?
Yeah, I remember when
Oh,
they-
the whole camp,
Yeah, the whole,
Island,
and Bill Deward was part of that?
still is, he's a treasurer,
and Stevie's not though. anymore.
Steve is.
Yeah.
But we were like. Doing that kind of.
I didn't realize it was, I thought Stevie sort of made it sound like it was all him, but that's Steven.
Well, he's who's key,
Bill Deward's a lawyer?
Water
so
bill.
is Steve,
Yeah,
I've used him several times.
they're both retired now. Bill's, I've been the president of the association from day one, and Bill's been the treasurer,
Wow,
so it's kind of,
wow.
I ran into Franny last week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for it,
How much frontage?
well, we have about. We're a condominium, so we have like a footprint.
Right, I'm just thinking the whole total frontage of the whole
Maybe a
complex,
couple thousand,
couple thousand.
So that was a good deal, 300,000. And you divided it into how many?
16.
16.
We had the ones that were there, we could rebuild and
Yeah,
finish up, but. Mine was the old rec hall, the old, and dining.
I see. So you
Oh,
got,
stories that they could tell.
you got those.
And then they had that,
Cheerleading.
the cheerleader camp was there.
Yeah, rah, we used to hear them.
I knew that guy. He used to come in my store every
They
Sunday.
had a giant, deck, I mean, the deck was probably 100 feet long.
Yeah,
Wow.
60 feet wide, that was for the cheerleaders.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so it's a lot of history, that was the twins did this, twin brothers. One did
Uh-huh.
Woodland and one did Ports Island.
oh, what was their name?
Chester Twin,
He's Woodland.
Twing?
Twin,
Wayne.
Never heard of it.
TWING, I think.
And that's who you bought it from?
No, we bought it from. I can't remember their name now, they only own, they bought it to try to run the camp. Not from, Washington DC. 1 year was enough, and they were gone.
Out of here.
Yeah.
So, what, somebody twin built it back in the day when they did Woodland Camp
Yeah,
too, right? Chester did Woodland, Camp. Oh, the history of it, there's.
yeah,
That must be a good place to take a metal detector, huh?
it is, the second meeting of the BLA. Team 10 or 11 was held, the camp right next to me there.
Huh.
It looks like called the rec hall.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's got a lot of that kind. It seems like at that period of time, people, since there was no roads anyway, there's no camp roads.
Right.
Right.
Didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
The
No,
islands
You had to
really
think
had.
about it anyway.
Yeah.
more
I
than-
mean, it's like the islands off the coast. They had no roads to these places on the islands that were on the ocean. They all came by boat.
Came by boat.
Yeah,
Same way here.
my grandparents went to Taconic in the teens, I think.
Yeah, I look right at the
I
Connie.
look right at Taconic, yeah, so they're,
In the teens.
yeah, the teens, my father was the first baby they allowed on the island in 1925. So, it was adults only before that,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of history in that.
He must have been a quiet kid.
Yeah, well, he had a nurse or somebody like that probably stifled him, but we almost bought Crooked for like 20
I
grand.
remember that, I kicked myself enough time.
Way back when.
Yeah,
And it was like my brother and my cousin and I, we had no money. It was like, I don't know if we were just out of college or something, maybe in the seventies or.
yeah,
And we were trying to figure out how to put a house on it, and it was, but we didn't do it, but.
Where was that? Another
Crooked
island?
Island, yeah, it's right across from Pat.
so Duboard, Bill Duboard and Steve and Rod Johnson. And
Doris Mathias,
Dorothy
there's
Sias.
like 6 people that,
Six
own
bought
it.
it just to keep it from having a house built or a camp.
but I
They
think
want
we're down to
Crooked?
4
Well,
people
Crooked
now.
and
It's just that
still-
we wouldn't have competing
Yeah.
views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't want it to be developed, so they bought it and that's a group owns it in its own good sense.
Yeah, that was smart.
Okay. So. Yeah, we.
It's a popular swimming spot, because you got some
Yeah, nice and
Sandy.
shallow over there, sandy area.
sandy facing south, so it's a.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
We used to go as a family when I was a kid, we'd go out there and have like a barbecue lunch.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah.
Same on the islands. In the boat, come over, pull up,
We still do, we do a big raft up over there every Labor Day weekend.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Raft up, we, bring up a couple boats together,
Yeah.
raft them up,
Yeah.
yeah.
no, it's a
Oh,
lot.
is that what you call it when you hook together?
Yeah, that's what we call it, maybe it's unusual, I don't know.
And that shoal between Crooked and Indian wasn't marked back in the day, and
That's dangerous.
my dad called it the secret shoal.
Yeah.
We'd go over fly fishing on that thing, when I was a kid, but, yeah, that would have been real dangerous, I think, before it was marked.
And going through there at night, because we really gotta be careful on that.
Yeah.
'Cause it,
Yeah, nothing, when I was a kid, nothing was marked.
You know,
Well,
yeah, it's a,
My father used to always kid Harold, how Great Pond was horrible. He was always ruining his
Yeah.
crops.
yeah, I did that the first day I
Should be
got,
on Miss Lonsky is.
We don't like her. didn't know I was a Coast Guard, so I didn't know it should have been more, astute what these.
one of these markers.
What are these markers? Well, I'll take it on this side. Big Gildan still teases me about that, because I was one of his friends.
Right or left, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, my
Dave Webster was there.
Yeah, I mean, God, we were coming back in my grandfather's lineman from the village and went through the Narrows off of Kimberly's house, and my grandfather took out the whole lower unit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how we get back. Somebody must have come by and towed us
Towed you
back.
home.
But,
At
oh,
least
yeah.
it didn't leak.
And when I was a kid, I mean, we knew the north end of the lake, but we didn't know anything.
Yeah, it's kind of, you get a south, what's around here.
Right, based on where you live.
So big, you go, oh, what's, now it's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Great
that-
Pond is more complicated.
It is complicated. Maddie knows it better than anybody because of her
Yeah.
her
Efoil.
e-foil, like.
Yeah, we see her go,
She goes around, she'll go around the whole lake, she'll come back in, she'll swap out the battery for another
Go
one,
back
go
again.
for, she can go for almost an hour, I think, per battery.
Is that those things that lift up?
That's the one that lifts up, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you look out, when she first got, you look across the lake and you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Exactly.
Somebody's standing on the water,
Water.
silent.
Are they hard to do? You have to have good
I
batteries?
think it's hard, what do you think, Kimberly?
You have one too?
Yeah, Andrew and I each have one. Once you get it, but you have to pay your dues.
Yeah.
And the older you are, the harder it is to learn.
Yeah.
Because like I have my nephews up there who are like in the early 20s and they're like in 5 seconds, they're up and going.
Yeah,
And Andrew probably took him a couple days, few hours each day. But me, it took me much longer. But I have fear of everything. So it's like, and this goes
you're
fast.
safety conscious.
I'm very safety conscious.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, what is this thing? I was not.
It's like a surfboard that goes up, but it has a keel on the bottom that goes out, right?
It's called an electric, well, it's an e-foil, and it's an electric surfboard. And it's got a battery in it and Maddie's is like 4.5 feet long, and then I've got one that's bigger. And it's got a hand controller, it can go 20 miles an hour, and it's got a wing, a foil down below, so when you get it
Does it have a
going.
propeller? What pushes the water?
It's an electric propeller. There's a propeller with a fairly big lithium battery in.
So it's not a jet water thing.
No,
No, it's a propeller.
Yeah.
And, Maddie's she won't let anybody use hers. It's got it doesn't have a shroud on the propeller. It's it's faster, but
oh, we're
We're gonna
getting,
be closing in about 15 minutes.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We're wrapping up soon.
What does the foil do? Just keep you stable?
No, the foil so
Lifts you up.
like a surfboard, and then you shift your weight back, and the whole thing lifts out of the water onto the foil. So the
Because
foil.
of speed?
What's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
The speed lifts you up.
Well, yeah, the foil,
The
the
angle.
foil, like the American Cup boats, you know, they're all in foils now.
Yeah.
It's a wing. And it's got the properties of a wing underwater, and it lifts you right out of the water. And, yeah, I can
And you go
go
faster.
around without being on a foil, but I'm still, but I only use it, I only try it once a year.
So you don't get it out of the
No, I'm
water.
on my tractor instead. And then come September, I'm like, no, I better go this year or I'll,
It's cheap.
I'll miss it.
Yeah.
So, and I had a concussion one time, cause I'm taller and you take a header off of that thing. So I wear a helmet now.
Yeah.
Oh, you did get a concussion on
Oh,
the
tall.
board?
On the water, yeah.
Oh, you're going so fast that you got a concussion hitting the water?
Hitting the water. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we all wear helmets and life jackets and everything.
Hey, you
Yeah.
guys, Maddie doesn't wear it. She just.
I know,
which
yeah,
You're really,
Life
the
jacket, yeah.
speed is really, you're really going.
You
Yeah.
can go, if you want to, you can go way too fast.
Yeah, so it's like getting concrete.
yeah.
But she knows.
There are foiling sailboats that are not catamarans that are well I guess the America's Cup boats are I forget whether they are now or not. They've done it both ways. But there's some small foil. There's something called a moth. There's a guy on my lake that has a moth, and it's really incredible to behold someone sail that thing. You've got to be really, really good and balanced. My God.
So we were talking with somebody at the agriculture show today about that, a neighbor who's, well, you know, somebody on White's Island, but, Manny was saying that the moth was a cat, but you think it's a monohull.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. It's not a cat. It's definitely it's a small monohull. It's only about 12 or 13 feet long.
And it
Yeah.
has a sail?
Yeah.
I think it's a cat. I think it's just a single. I'm pretty sure it's just in my recollection, just a single sail. Maybe it may be a sloop, but it's yeah. And when you just first look at it, and it's just not going anywhere particular. It just looks like a regular little sailboat, but once it gets up on the foil, it's a whole other world.
Wow.
Goes fast.
That's pretty cool.
It goes
Yeah, that's-
fast, and and the sailor has to be really, really good to stay up and and not take that header.
Yeah, you see the America's Cup, they get the guys that are cranking either, arm crank or bicycle, stationary bikes that are powering the hydraulics to control that thing. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, right.
it
Those
is-
things are amazing. Yep.
Yeah,
That's quite the engineering, huh? These foils.
It's nuts. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's a guy in Portland right now who's trying to raise something like $30 million to mount an America's Cup campaign, which would be the only American campaign for this round if he's successful.
Yeah, you gotta have a billionaire behind that.
Yeah.
Well, it would definitely help. Yeah.
And Larry Ellison, didn't he had a.
Yeah, he was successful a long time ago. That was long before the boat started foiling. Yeah, or with Oracle money. Yeah.
Remember Ted Turner? With,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that goes back to the 1970s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
He's a man.
And when he-
a madman.
Man.
He was crazy.
He was crazy.
Yeah.
He was the largest private landowner in the country recently, I think.
Yeah.
He's got like.
I think he owns
Buffalo herd.
almost all of, what is it, Wyoming?
Yeah, it would be Wyoming,
Yeah,
sure.
why not?
He's quite a guy.
Well,
Place to put your money, land.
I
And he brought buffaloes back, right?
know, and you go to Fitz Montana Grill and get the buffalo tenderloin.
Oh, he has a restaurant?